Hold up.
Hi guys, it's me, Kinza. Hope you're all doing well today and enjoying this lovely cold weather in London. If you're new to my channel, my name is Kinza, like I mentioned before, and I create makeup videos and haul videos and skincare videos and all sorts of type of videos. If you're new here, then please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Today we're going to be focusing on the eyes. I thought I would make a video on mastering, why can I never speak? I thought I would make a video on how to master a cut crease. Now, I'm not saying that I'm amazing at doing cut creases, but I have learned over time. It has been a long process and it did take me quite a while to master a cut crease. But now I can do it, and I thought I would share how I usually would cut my crease. If you prefer a more smokier eye look, then you have come to the right place. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will stop rambling now so that you can go and see how I achieved this lovely eye look. And hopefully I will catch you in my next video. Oh, and please excuse this horrific background. I'm actually waiting on a delivery for my background to sort this bloody mess out because it's been doing my head in. Anyways, I'll catch you guys very soon. Take care. Bye. Okay, so I'm just going to get started. So like I said before, we're going to try and master a cut crease. When you do a cut crease, the colour pigment just sticks to the eyelid so much better than when you would apply it without the concealer. What we're going to do is we're going to go in with the Beauty Bay Berry Matte palette just to create a soft transition shade before I apply any other shadows to my eyelid. So I'm just going to take the shade Confidence, which is the shade here. So it's like a warm matte brown shade, and I'm going to just slowly apply that into the crease. So I'm taking the colour right in towards my inner corner. So I'm feeling extremely tired today, which is why I look so tired under my eyes. I've had an extremely busy last couple of days. I'm just overly exhausted. So please mind my under eyes, because when I am overly exhausted, my under eyes reflect that on my face, especially like my dark circles and my lines under my eyes. Now, I have been using like the Ordinary products to get rid of like lines and dark circles, and I feel like they are really helping, but you have to use them continuously for you to see a difference. So you have to maintain your skincare and everything else before you actually start to see a difference. I'm just going to take the shade Room for Dessert, and I'm just going to use that to help blend out all the edges at the top. So just around here. Now I'm going to take the shade Slam Dunk, which is this shade here, and I'm going to place that shade on my outer corner and bring it in towards my crease. So I'm just going to stamp the colour onto my outer corner. It is absolutely freezing in London. Like, I am so cold, which is why I'm wearing like this jumper. It's so cold, it's unbelievable. Like, I am freezing my tits off. Don't worry if you get the colour like in the middle of the eye, because like I said, we are going to do a cut crease today, so it doesn't really matter if you bring the colour too far in. Now I'm taking the shade Slow Motion, which is this shade here, and I'm going to place that in the crease using that same fluffy brush just to help blend that all out. So once you're happy with the blend, this is the point that we are going to cut the crease. Now, the concealer I'm going to be using to cut the crease is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer in the shade 1.5, and I'm just going to take a clean concealer brush, and this is a MAC one. The number is actually faded off, so unfortunately I can't tell you which one it is. To do the perfect cut crease, you want to use a creamy concealer, so nothing too drying on the lid. So the consistency of the concealer has to be quite creamy. You don't want to take a lot initially, so if you have got quite a lot on the brush, just tap off some on the back of your hand. And you want to start off slow, so if you have like more of a rounded kind of concealer brush, that will help. If your eyes aren't as big as mine, it's probably better to go in with a smaller concealer brush. The only reason I use such a big one is because my eyelids are quite big. So what you want to do is stamp just the colour on in the middle of the eye first, like this, and just press the product down. And then what to do is look up and then look down. So when you look up and then look down, it will create like a nice kind of small line, so it will show you basically as a guideline where the cut crease should finish, like from the top. Once you know that the cut crease has to finish here, you could start to then pick up some more product and then just start to pat. I feel like when you pat the product on, you get better payoff and it's easier to create the cut crease. So I feel it's a lot easier and a lot better when you work from the middle and then work towards the inner corner. So if you stamp again and just keep stamping rather than gliding the product on, it just helps. Then I'm bringing the product in towards my inner corner, and again I'm stamping along the way. Then I'm just going to raise my brows and just start to pat there. Now you will notice it does get slightly messy when you do pat, so then what you want to do is start to do small like gliding motions. So you want to use like a light hand and then just slowly take your time and create like a round shape. Initially when I started doing makeup and cut crease was like a big thing, I found it quite difficult as well, creating like a circle, like a semicircle or full cut crease with concealer. It is quite a difficult job if you are new to makeup, so make sure you're taking your time. Again, I'm just picking up some more product and now I'm just patting the concealer down. And then it depends, if you want to do a full cut crease, then you could take the product all the way down to like your eyelid, and I might do that today just to show you. So I'm just now slowly following the shape of my eye and bringing the product downwards. So again, I think it's best just first patting some product onto the bottom of your eye, like the corners of your eyes, and then following the shape of your eye and just really patting the product. Don't worry if you get any concealer at the top, you can always like fix that, it's not like a big deal. And then if you want to wing the concealer out, you would follow the shape of your brow, so like you would bring it out towards like your brow, like out here, and I'm not going to do that today. Okay guys, so I've just done the other eye off camera, and I've actually set my eyelid with this shade here, so it was Room for Dessert. And don't worry if it looks completely messy and one eye looks bigger than the other, or you've done one higher than the other, because when you start to apply shadows you can just kind of blend that all out. So I'm going to dip into the Morphe 39A palette and I'm going to take the shade called Snatch. Now this shade is quite bright. It is this shade right here. So what I'm going to do is just press the product down and just start to follow the line of the cut crease. So again, I'm just following the line of the cut crease. Once you've placed the concealer down, it's so easy to do the rest of the eye look. Also, when you do a cut crease, it naturally makes your eye shape look a lot bigger as well, which I think is fantastic, especially if you have like small eyes. It's like a trick that you could do to really open up your eyes and make them look a lot bigger than they actually do. Once you're happy with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go in with the shade Slam Dunk from the Beauty Bay palette, and I'm just going to place that on the corners, so the inner corner and the outer corner of my eye. And then I'm going to start to place that colour like on the edge of that cut crease and really just push the colour in rather than going back and forth. I'm just going to go in with a fluffy brush and just blend out the edges very slightly with a very light hand, and just start to buff that into that orangey pink shade, and just start to slowly blend upwards as well at the same time, and then with a light hand just blend out the edges. I'm going back in with the shade Slam Dunk, and I'm going to start to press that colour along the concealer line, like so where the concealer would end at the top, and just start to push that into that line, just so that it looks slightly darker around that edge. And I'm just taking that probably about halfway just for now. Once you're happy with the placement of that shadow, we're just going to place, I don't know what kind of colour I want to put in the middle of my eye. Okay, for the middle of my eye, I'm going in with this MAC pigment. This is actually in the shade Pink Opal. Once I'm placing it down, I'm just going to blend it at the same time, so I'm blending it into that pink colour. Once you've placed that in the middle of the eye, you want to go back in with the shade Slam Dunk. So now we're going to bring that colour like slightly in the middle. So just start to bring it in towards the inner corner, but use a very light hand. And we're just going to start to buff like the edges, because I don't want it to look too like rounded. I still want there to be like a gradient going on. And I'm just using a pencil brush to do this, just to be a bit more precise. And I'm just bringing it all the way to the corner of my eye and really buffing that in. I'm going to begin to darken like the inner corner as well with that colour, and just slowly start to bring it inwards and buff it into the colour called Snatched. Right, I'm going to do the other eye off camera, and then we will complete the eye look, and I will see you in a tick. Excuse my hair guys, I'm going to sort that out at the end, but I've just popped on some lashes. I actually used like a black shadow just to smudge out the top of my like lash line, and then I just put black gel liner, the Inglot gel liner in the number 77 in my waterline. I'm just going to use the colour Snatched, which was that kind of orangey pink shade I used in my outer corner and my inner corner, and I'm just going to place that again just on top, just because I felt like when we blended any colours out we did lose like that pink shade. I'm also going to run that colour under like my lower lash line and just connect it up towards like the top. So I'm bringing it right up and I'm really blowing this out. And then I'm also bringing it in towards my inner corner. Now we're going to take the colour Slam Dunk from the Beauty Bay palette, and I'm also just going to take that on the same brush and also use that to smoke out the lower lash line as well. And I'm only taking that colour like halfway. Then I'm actually going to go in with a black shadow, and I'm going to really press that against my lower lash line. For mascara, I'm just going in with For mascara, I am going in with the L'Oreal Mega Volume Miss Manga mascara in the shade Black, and just going to place that on the top lashes. For lips, I'm just going to go off camera and just put on Honey Love lipstick from MAC and just a gloss on top. So I'm just going to use the Nymph It one that I've used in my previous video. That's from MAC as well. and then I will be right back. Hey guys, so this is the completed eye look. I hope this video helped and I explained it to the best of my ability. I know sometimes I'm not the best person to explain things, but I did try my best. If you enjoyed watching me create this look, it is quite a mad look, but the only reason I did it was so that I could give you an idea of how to do a full-on cut crease. And if you don't like that whole bold kind of edge, this is a more smokier version. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please, 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 please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. It would really help me out, and yeah, hopefully I'll catch you in my next video, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.